So here's a crazy, wild tour story from when I was overseas in New Zealand, man, getting ready to unleash anomaly on the world. You know, before we started this national side, we did a couple international dates. We went to New Zealand, and I heard about this tower. It's about 650 feet high. They said people base jump off of it. And I was like, man, that's crazy. You know what I mean? And my camera guy who was with me, you know, filming stuff, he was like, man, I'd do it. And I was like, okay, word, you're crazy, so you do crazy stuff. He said Beyonce did it. And so I watched a video of Beyonce jumping, and I felt kind of like I felt away inside. I felt like I was a little girl if I didn't do this, because Beyonce did it. So I was like, man, I'll do it, man, forget it, it's nothing. And I didn't really think we was gonna actually go through with it, and he was like, yeah, I looked it up, we can go tomorrow. We got free time between such and such and so-and-so. And so I'm like, okay, all right, we gonna do this thing, you know what I mean? Let's go ahead. And we get up there, man, we get to put the suit on. I feel my heart beating out of my chest a little bit. And then we go ahead and ride this elevator 600 feet into the sky. And he's like, who wants to go first? And I was like, definitely him. So he jumps. You know, he's like shaking on the platform, like he's shaking, and he doesn't really want to do it, but he ends up jumping off the platform. And I was really like, man, I'm ready to back out this thing right now. I'm like, man, this is kind of crazy. Like, I don't know if my life insurance policy is set up for this situation. And there was another little girl up there, and I thought she was waiting or watching. And she was like, I'll go next. She's about 8 years old. And on the wall, they had this shirt there was like a chicken, and it said, you know, I chickened out, and they give you this shirt if you back out and walk back down the stairs. And so I'm sitting there thinking to myself, man, this little girl is about to go jump, and this chicken shirt awaits me if I don't do this. So, man, I just closed my eyes and went out on the platform, man, and just took the scariest 600-foot dive I ever took in my life. But at the end of the day, man, I did what Beyonce did, so I feel a lot better about myself, you know what I'm saying?
California was like, yo, if you're dope, you're dope. You know what I'm saying? You just tell your story, you tell it the way you tell it, you know what I'm saying? And it was just more like, yo, you need to be able to exercise all of the elements. Can you write a song? Can you write a hook? Can you kill a bar? Can you freestyle? Can you rap on beat? You got tap, you know what I'm saying? Can you battle? If you had all those in place, I don't care what God you serve.
It was just a matter of time of how long this sun beating on me with no food in my stomach, after no sleep, I was gonna throw it. It was just inevitable. So then I start rapping, and then I'll never forget it. I look to my right, and Gwen Stefani's watching.
The door comes swinging open, and here comes D1 with his dreads and with this long, like, robe-like thing coming off the bus. All of them said it was like Jesus walked off the tour bus, because they said the second the door swung open and I just emerged with this huge blanket and these long flowing locks, they said the police were like, oh, he's with y'all? Oh, y'all are good, y'all are good.
It has to grow its strength in emotional and spiritual and togetherness and familyness. But in order to get there, you gotta first stop killing each other, you know? So it's a growing process, and I think the answers won't be found in a day or in a year,